The man who ran down a gas station attendant in a gas and dash faced that man's family today. The widow and son of Jayesh Prajapati gave their emotional victim impact statements, and our Nick Rovere was there.
Today, more than 5 years after Jayesh Prajapati was run down and dragged to his death while working at a Toronto gas station, his family is revealing the full extent of their devastation. During their victim impact statements today, Prajapati's widow told the court that she feels like a shell of her former self and that she can no longer feel happiness or any peace in her life after the loss of her husband. Prajapati's now 16-year-old son, Rishabh, conveyed a similar message to the courtroom today and added this about his father while speaking outside the court.
He was a really supportive father, and he's the first person that taught me what it means to love your spouse. It was an important statement for me to make, and that's why I'm here today.
We also learned more today about the history and criminal record of Max Tudevin, the man who's already been convicted of second-degree murder in this case. The Crown described him today as a career criminal with 69 prior convictions on his record, including 2 instances of failing to remain at the scene of an accident. He was also served with a lifetime ban from driving 4 years before this incident took place. Based on all of that, the Crown is arguing for a stricter than usual sentence in this case. That would be life in prison with no chance of parole for 17 years. Tudevin's defense says that's too strict. They're looking for life in prison with parole after 12 years, based in part on the fact that they say he never intended to commit a violent crime when he showed up to Prajapati's gas station that night. The judge overseeing this case will make her final ruling next week. Nick Boisvert, CBC News, Toronto.
We're going to hear tonight from the family of the gas station attendant killed by a career criminal who ran him over in a gas and dash theft. CTV's John Musselman is at the University Avenue Courthouse with that. John.
Got an emotional day in court today when those victim impact statements were read out, and really this was all over about $100 worth of gas. Vaishali Prajapati says she and her husband were saving every penny so one day they could buy a home to raise their only son. But the dream ended on the night of September 15th, 2012. Her 44-year-old husband, Jayesh, was run down and dragged 70 meters while trying to stop a man from stealing $112 worth of gas. It happened at a station he worked at near Roselawn and Marley.
He's the first person that taught me what it means to love your spouse.
A jury found 44-year-old Max Tudevin guilty of second-degree murder. At a sentencing hearing today, the court was told that Tudevin was under a lifetime driving ban issued in 2008. He had previous convictions for dangerous driving and fleeing an accident. He ignored the ban and continued to drive. The Crown called Tudevin a career criminal and says society needs to be protected. It wants him to serve 17 years behind bars before he is eligible for parole. The defense says he's accepted responsibility and he should serve 12 years. Prajapati's family members say their lives have been shattered.
It's been very much difficult for overall all the family members. What has been done is not acceptable.
The court heard victim impact statements, including from Prajapati's widow and 16-year-old son. Quote, "When I woke up, the first thing I saw was my dad's face, but now I open my eyes to merely an image of him, and that is what upsets me every morning. I have no happiness within. There is no joy or enthusiasm to my life. Our family have been given our life sentence, no judge and jury, just one person's selfishness." And Tudevin will find out how many years he spends behind bars when the sentence is handed down next Wednesday afternoon. Reporting live at 361, I'm John Musselman. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, John.